Grief. Such a difficult emotion. In one moment, your world looks in a certain way and you have expectation on what's ahead. You have plans on the future. And suddenly, out of nowhere, your life can change and bring with it grief. The grief is the deep, deep emotion of everything being taken away from what you knew it to be. And it doesn't even have to be, sometimes it usually is from the death of somebody that brings that great deep grief. But it can also be just having your world turned upside down and not know where to go, not know what's next, not know what you're supposed to do. There's 1,000 different emotions going through your body and no idea how to process them or what to do with them. One thing I have noticed, and which I also learnt when I went through my near-death experience, was when I was out of my body and in that state of, in the other world, in the other dimension, I was just a soul and my physical body was away from me. I could feel the emotions of my 5 sons all at the same time. And I knew I was actually closer to them than I am in my physical body. Because in my physical body, when I am having a discussion with one of my sons, my brain is processing the discussion. My brain is coming up with logic. My brain is dictating my thought. But when I'm out of my body and there is no ego and I'm just a soul that sees everything with love and sees everything with an acceptance, I could feel them on a deeper level. I didn't have to fix anything. It was just this pure, raw, authentic love that I could feel for them. And I see this a lot when people have passed. A soul is right, that we don't die. We just move out of the physical body, but we're still all around us. And I try to explain it to people like, think of air. There's air around you right now. You're inhaling air and exhaling air, but you're not conscious of that. Can you see the air? Have a look around the room and look at the air. You can't see the air. Energy of those, our loved ones, is like that. They're there. They're right there, but you just can't see it. So what if your loved ones are right there with you and they are telepathically sending you so much love and so much energy, and you're not feeling it, you're ignoring it? What are they going to do? What do they do to bring you peace? What if you are so caught up in your grief? What if you are in that space of so caught up in your ego mind and so caught up in the world around you that just changed, and they've been there the whole time trying to comfort you and you're ignoring it? What do they do to get you to feel them? Like, they can't move stuff. They are energy. They're just like air. Air can move things when it's wind, when it gets the power up to be wind that can move things. But when it's a still day and there's just air, it can't move things. So how does it get your attention? That part is up to you. That is where you need to try to get out of that egoic thinking, human brain, logical thought, and go deeper and just sit. So if you can put some relaxation music on, or be in nature, or just sit in total quiet and do some deep breathing and center yourself, and then just feel. Don't try to think, don't try to work it out, just feel. And that's when you might get a shiver down your body, because when their energy touches you, gets into your aura, when their soul gets into your aura field, you can feel it. You're like, you'll get a shiver down your spine, or you can just sit there and place your hands on your heart and feel from your heart and feel their energy, and you'll know that they're there. You'll know they're there. You'll feel it. There will be no doubt. It's not your imagination. Sometimes people are so caught up in their mind that they want to see something, or they need to get messages, or they ask for specific signs. And their loved one, his energy has been there the whole time, and they are missing it. They're not just not in that tune. They can't get out of their head long enough to just feel. And I remember I was told this story years and years ago, driving past. I used to have to drive past a cemetery regularly to where I was heading. And I drove past this one day, and I looked across, and I saw a elderly gentleman kneeling at a grave site, and this beautiful energy. It's like a silhouette of energy, and I could just feel it, and it was an awful amount of love, and I could feel that was his partner that had passed, and he was crying at the grave. I stopped my car, and I was just looking, because it just caught me. This energy was just so bright and endearing, and he was there kneeling, talking to the grave, and this energy was right there with him, listening to him. I don't know that he could feel it, but as he left, and he went and got in his car, the energy went with him. The energy wasn't stuck at the graveyard. The energy went with him. Wherever he was, that energy was with him. We are always connected. Energetically, we are always connected. And years ago, I wrote down this beautiful saying, which is, lives can become separated, but never souls, because souls will always find one another. Souls will find each other. If we are living in the physical, another soul will find us. If we have passed, another soul will find us. Souls always find the souls that they know and that they're familiar with and they want to be with. You can't ever disconnect souls, because they have to be connected all the time. So if you can remember, if you're in a moment of grief now and you're going through grief, just remember that your loved ones are right there with you. They are trying very, very hard for you to feel their energy. They can only send it like with telepathy. So you're the one that needs to calm your body. Close your eyes and just feel it. Don't try to work it out, just feel it. And then you'll know that they're there. Hopefully that helps.